What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Marco, and on today's show, we are taking a look at a brand new game by Plaay Games. It is their holiday release called Draft Duel Football. All right, so every year, Plaay Games releases a surprise holiday game. Last year was the tennis game. A couple years ago, I think it was a boxing game, an 1800 boxing game. Anyway, there's a holiday game every single year, and it's always a surprise. Well, this year, Plaay Games went on a little bit different route and decided to make a card game. This is the whole game right here. And I got to tell you, this game is extremely addicting to play. And it gives you a whole lot of options as well, which I'll talk about on today's show. For example, you could play solitaire, you could play one-on-one, you could play 4 people, 4-on-4 essentially. Not 4-on-4, but fatal 4-way, if you will. 3-player game. You could do a whole schedule. What the heck is that? I'll explain all of that. Lots of different game modes, and all packed in this beautiful little box that you could just shove in a backpack or something. Really, really cool game that I can't wait to dig into. So let's head down to the game table and check out Draft Duel Football. All right, everybody, now that we're down in the gaming area, let's take a look at Draft Duel Football. So as I mentioned, the entire game is right here in this little card box. This is pretty much a genuine unboxing of the boxed version because I actually could not even wait the week to get the box version because I had to get the PDF version as well, which I just want to point this out really fast for those of you who were unable to get your hands on the box version and want the PDFs. This is the PDF, and this is the expansion pack, by the way, which I'll get into. Here is the regular PDF. All it is take a deck of cards that you don't really care about anymore. You probably need 2 decks of cards. Cut out your print out and cut out your cards and get a little card sleeve, and there you go. Now you have a perfect deck for you. And again, these are the expansion. I made the expansion blue. There is a difference. I'll explain that in a minute. But that's just a little bit of an aside before we get into the game itself. So the game itself, Draft Duel Football, is essentially, I would say it's a lot closer to like Rummy, or not. I wouldn't say poker, but like maybe Rummy. I've never played Gin, but I feel like this is how Gin works as well. You're essentially trying to score as many points as you possibly can. So the idea behind Draft Duel Football is we're playing a fantasy football game. So I think instead of, actually, before we get into that, let me actually show you some of these cards. So they are gorgeous cards, right? So here's Tua Tagovailoa, here's Derrick Henry. So every card is going to have a player, a position, the team they play for, which if you didn't know that was the Miami Dolphins, they have Miami up in the corner. And then here it's going to tell you what this card does. So and this isn't going to make any sense right now, but it'll make sense when we start playing. If no explosive players, score 2 touchdowns. Otherwise, if more steady players than explosive, score a touchdown. And then it shows the player's ability and their production value. So Tua is silver and he is steady. Compare that, for example, with Derrick Henry, who is a bronze and he is uncertain. And if you played this card, he scores a touchdown, or you could score a field goal and draw a card to expand your hand. Again, it's not going to make a lot of sense on the front end. It's only going to make sense when you start playing the game. So actually, let me grab a score sheet here. So the game comes with a score sheet. Actually, it doesn't come with a score sheet. This is a fan-made score sheet that I use, and you could get that over at the Plaay Games community page. That's what the score sheet looks like. Again, all this is going to make crystal clear sense when we start getting into the game. So I'll keep that off to the side. I have my pen ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, and I'm going to deal myself 7 cards. Now, we're just going to play the standard game right now. There's going to be no modifications, nothing. Just the standard game versus the AI, so solitaire. Now, if we were playing against another person, you could do this one-on-one. But for the purposes of this video and the fact that I don't have someone to play with, I have the AI, we're going to use the AI. Now, there's some different rules for the AI, but that's okay because I think most of you are going to play against the AI anyway. So we'll play it that way. So deal yourself 7 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Put the stack just right off over here. Let me check the camera. Everything looks good. And I'm going to put my cards face up so you guys can see what I'm doing and you can understand the thought process of what's happening here. So normally you would just have these in your hand like you're playing a normal deck of cards as the instructions sort of unfold off to the side. I'm going to put those over here. My desk is a little bit more cluttered than I would like. I I think you can see all that. I'm trying to minimize the glare. And I don't know if it's working, but we're gonna try. If there's an issue, I'll have to fix it in post-production. All right, so here's your hand. You deal yourself 7 cards, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick 5 cards to play with. This is called your huddle. So you're not going to really understand why I pick certain players yet because I haven't explained how the game works, but I'm going to go ahead and pick my 5 players, and so I'm going to take Joe Burrow, I'm going to take Jalen Waddle, I'll take Kenny Walker. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can still see that. I'll take Darren Waller. So now I have one of every position. And then I need to choose one more. So I think I'm gonna take the kicker. And then you're gonna discard the 2 cards that you're not gonna use. That'll be your discard pile. So this is my hand, right? And we'll say this black felt here is the playing surface. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw a free agent. So the free agent can be used by yourself or your opponent, which is the AI. And what you're going to do is you're going to play a card, and every card that you play interacts with the free agent or possibly your opponent's hand. And I'll explain what that means in just a minute. So we have a free agent here. It's Bijan Robinson. So free agents, this does not really matter here. At least that's how I've been playing. So for the free agent, what you're really concerned with is the ability, the production, and their position. Those are really what is going to help you. So when you take a look at your hand, right, so we'll just go in turn here to see what card we would want to play. Now, what you do is you would play a card, and then you would score points for the card that you played, and then it would be your opponent's turn. So if we play Darren Waller right now, for example, we're going to score a field goal, or we would flip a card, and if it's explosive, we score a touchdown. Well, it's early in the game, and I realize I didn't explain that part yet, so I'll get to that in a second. But it's early in the game, so maybe that's a good play, but we'll see. Let's see what else we have in our hand. Kenny Walker also scores a touchdown, and in addition to the touchdown, we get to change the ability level of any one card in your huddle on the next play. So what that means is, let's say it's my next turn, and I play Waller, but I don't really want a tight end, I want a running back. You could change Waller to a running back for that play only. So that's a valuable card, but maybe you need it a little bit later. It doesn't really make sense early on. Again, I'll explain why. We could play Joe Burrow, which is score a touchdown for every platinum player. Well, he's gold, he's bronze, there's no platinum player. So it's useless for me to play Joe Burrow right now because it wouldn't garner me any points. He would get 0 points because there's no platinum player on the field. So I'm going to save Joe Burrow. How about Waddle? Score a touchdown or score a bonus touchdown if this is the Monday night game. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so now I think it's time to show the scorecard. So this is a scorecard for, what is this, 8 games. So actually 16 games. So really, I'm Marco, and this is the AI. So the game works in 5 turns, maybe 6. I'll explain that in just a second. Each turn represents a game of football. So turn 1 is the Thursday game. Turn 2 is the Sunday morning game. Turn 3 is the Sunday afternoon game. Turn 4 is the Sunday night game. And turn 5 is Monday Night Football. So I basically will only get I will get a touchdown if I play Waddle. But I would get 2 touchdowns if I played him during the Monday night game. So I'm going to save him. And then so that post game, and this is what I mean by having all position players. So if at the end of your turn, all right, so let's say I played all 5 of these cards, and again, this is all going to make sense when we actually get going. But let's say we're at the end of we're at the end of 5 turns, and these are the 5 cards that I played. Okay, we have a quarterback, we have a running back, we have a wide receiver, and we have a tight end. That means I have earned the post-game press conference. So I have earned a 6th turn. So it is really advantageous to really play every single position. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. It does not work if you play 3 quarterbacks and 2 wide receivers, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. You have to have quarterback, tight end, running back, wide receiver played in order to earn the 6th turn. Now, you can have a play in your hand that is going to garner you 3 touchdowns, but you won't be able to get the 6th turn. I've had that happen before. Again, it's a strategy decision. Maybe you want to make that play because you want your 3 touchdowns and you don't really care about the post-game press conference. It's totally up to you. Again, as you play this game, the strategy will become more and more apparent. There's many different ways you can play this game. So, it's early. It's only the Thursday night game. I'm actually going to go ahead and play Darren Waller, and I'm going to try for a touchdown. So how this works, and I need to get these out of the way because they constantly keep getting in the way. How this works is I could take the field goal right now, or I could flip a card, and if it's explosive, he's going to get a touchdown, and that's what I'm going to do. And he's not. He's steady. So I got 0 points, and that goes in the discard pot. I got 0 points on my opening play. Now it's time for the AI to make their turn. So the AI is going to flip a card, and they're going to play it right out of the gate, unless it is a kicker, which I'll explain in just a minute. Or I'll explain if a kicker comes up. They probably will. I'll explain it right now. Every time a kicker comes up, so let's say Devontae Smith was a kicker. Of course he's not, but let's say he was. They would automatically go to the discard pile, and the AI would get an automatic 3 points. Don't even have to think about it. They just get 3 points. But that did not happen. And then you would draw another card. But that did not happen. They drew Devontae Smith. So let's read Smith's card. It says, if 3 steal players at different positions score 2 touchdowns, otherwise score a field goal. Well, he's himself is a steal player. He's a gold, and he's a gold. There's no 3 steal players. So they will get only 3 points, and their turn is done. It is now turn number 2. First thing you're going to do, you're going to draw a new free agent card that goes on top of Bijan. So now we got Jones, and now it's my turn, and I'm going to draw a card. You should always have 5 cards in your hand, unless you play a card to get a 6th card. I don't have one of those in my hand, but there are cards in the deck that you can do that. Okay, so our new card is McPherson, which is a kicker, which is score a field goal for each player, not a wide receiver or quarterback. So if I played his card, I would get 6 points because Smith is a receiver, Jones and Waller are not, so you would get 3 points for each. So that's a 6-point play if I'm going to play McPherson. I still can get that free touchdown and change the position of my next player with Walker. With Burrow, there's still no platinum player, so that's not a good play. It's still not the Monday night game, so Waddle's not a good play. And Sanders gets a field goal for every explosive player. There aren't any explosive players, so that's useless. So I'm going to go ahead and play Kenny Walker. So I get a touchdown. That's 6 points. Now, every time you get a touchdown, you have a few choices to make. Number 1, you could take the extra point, which is automatic and free. Don't have to do anything. Just get the extra point. You can go for 2, which if you go for 2, you flip a card. So let's just take our discard pile for demonstration purposes. And let's say I'm going to go for 2. You flip the card, and you get the 2 points unless it is a steal player. So he's a silver, so I would get the 2 points there. Now let's say I flip him. He's a silver, that's also 2 points. He's a gold, that's also 2 points. But if I were to flip Jones, let's say, that's a steal player, I don't get the 2-point conversion. You can also go for a 3-point play. How that works is you do the same thing. You flip a player and you get 3 points if the player is gold or platinum. You can also go for an onside kick, which allows you to play another card, like in your hand, like just another free play, but you have to flip a steal player. So it's early in the game. I like to play a little bit of aggressive play, so I'm actually going to go for 2, and I got it. So it was not a steal player, so I get it. So I got 8 points. So it is now 8-3. And now it's the AI's turn. And they've pulled Freiermuth. So he scores for production of the previous player, which is Walker. He is steady, so he will get a touchdown. And by the way, when you're playing the AI player, they always make the worst decision. They'll never go for 2. They'll never go for 3. They just take the points. So they got 7 that round, so they now have 10 total. The score is now 10-8. The AI is leading. So draw our new free agent, draw a new player for your hand, and on we go. I know this looks a little simple at the moment, but trust me, I have lost to the AI on easy mode many times. Okay, what do I want to do here? So our new card was A.J. Brown. Score for best wide receiver. And right now, the best wide receiver is bronze, which would be himself. So that would garner no points, so I don't want to use him yet. Burrow, there's still no platinum players. McPherson might get me some points here. He gets 3 for every non-wide receiver or quarterback. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's a 12-point play. That's a good card right now. Still not the Monday night play. And there's 2 explosive players, so this is only 6 points. So McPherson's my best play. I have 12. That's a 12-point play. So it is now 20-10. I am in the lead. The AI makes their pick as I check by camera. Still looks good. And they've drawn Tyreek Hill. Now look at this. A bunch of Miami players potentially. So if 2 or more Miami players score a touchdown for each platinum, otherwise a field goal. Where there's no Miami player. Remember, these cards are in your hand, so you can't see these cards. They haven't been played yet. You can only see what's here. There's no Miami players besides Hill. So he's just going to get a field goal. So it is 20-13, the AI team, with 2 plays left. New free agent. There's the kicker. All right, so because it's a free agent, it stays here. So this is the free agent, but they will get an automatic 3 points. The AI will get an automatic 3 points when it comes back around. Just have to remember that. I will draw a new card. It is Musgrave. And his says, score for the best running back. Well, the best running back out there is Walker, and he is a bronze, so that would only be a field goal. But now pay attention here. So there's only 2 turns left. And what do you notice about my hand here? I have not played a quarterback, and I have not played a wide receiver. So if I want that 6th play, I have to play either a quarterback or a wide receiver in the next 2 plays, or I'm not going to get the post-game press conference. So I'm sort of limited on my options here. So I'm just going to put these guys off to the side. Is it time to play Burrow? Score a touchdown for every platinum player. Well, there's only 1, and that's Tyreek Hill. I could score for the best wide receiver, this is the better play, because it's a touchdown and a field goal for a platinum player, the best wide receiver. Well, the best wide receiver now is Tyreek Hill, and he is platinum. So this would be a 10-point play, unless I decide to go for 2. And it's still not the Monday night game, but so there's your decision, right? So this is going to be worth 14 points if I play this in my next hand. But that means I won't be able to play Brown now, and I would have to play Burrow here. So I'm actually going to do that because in totality, that play would garner me more points. So that's what I mean about strategy in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and play Burrow. So I get a touchdown for every platinum player. There's only one platinum player, that's Tyreek Hill. So that is 6 points. I'm going to go for 2 because I'm a sick person. And I got it. So that's an 8-point play. So it's now 28-13. Just so you're clear, I got it because 2 points only miss if it's a steal, and he was a gold. So we're good there. All right, AI's turn. And they draw quarterback, so they are a running back away. It counts for the AI too. That's 6th play. So if he draws a running back in his 6th play, they will get the post-game press conference, or 5th play. So they drew Herbert, and it says, if no explosive players score 2 touchdowns. Well, there is one. There's 2, actually, so that doesn't work. Otherwise, if more steady than explosive, score a touchdown. So count them up. How many steady players? 1, 2, 3, 4 steady players. How many explosive? 2. So they will get it. So they score a touchdown. That's 7. So it is now 28-20. I think you can read that. There might be a bit of a glare, so let me show you up here. It is 28-20. I hope you guys can see that. I'm not sure. 28-20, and we're going to draw our free agent. It's Travis Etienne, and we're going to draw our 6th and final card. Well, we have to play a wide receiver if we want the 6th play. So it's time for Waddle. We've been saving him. It's the Monday night game, so he's going to get a touchdown and a bonus touchdown. So that is 12 points. And I'm going to go for 2 twice here, so you will draw 2 cards. Remember, they only miss if it's steal, and we missed one of them. So it will end up being 14 points anyway. So that's, for now, a score of 38-39-44, 42-point run for us. Not bad. So that was a 42-point hand. Now let's see what the AI does. Remember, they need a running back for their 5th play. This does not count. They need it in their hand. They did not get it. So it is Kirk Cousins. And actually, let me verify something in the rules real fast, because I've seen it played where the AI is not allowed to have more than one quarterback. Although I have not played that way, but I want to verify what the rules actually state. Let's see. Again, I am reading as a YouTube video. No one likes that. I believe it's on the other sheet, so let's grab that. Yeah, sorry, my stuff is all over the place here. Quarterback or kicker limit. You could say that you can't play a quarterback or kicker in your huddle if they're free. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Any card. Kicker. No, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, how I have been playing, and you guys could let me know in the comments if this is how you do it, but how I have been playing is only the kickers are not used by the AI. So they would, in fact, play Cousins, and he's going to get a touchdown and a bonus touchdown if it's not the first quarterback. Well, he is far from the first quarterback. It was Burrow, then Herbert, and now him. So this is just a 7-point play. So they will end their game with 27 points, and we have won the game. We don't even need the 6th turn, but we're going to do it anyway. So how you do the 6th turn is just like any other turn. Oh, actually, 3 points, so they will get 3. I spoke too soon. So it is not 27, it is 30. We still win the game. And we draw our final player, and we could play anybody here. Do we want to run up the score? Well, who's the best? Yeah, all right, let's play Brown here. So we get a touchdown and a field goal for platinum. I'm not going to go for 2. I'm just going to take 10. So that is it. We get 10 points on the final play. So the final score is 52-30, and we have won the game. And I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this up here. So that's basic mode. Now I'm going to show you some of the more advanced options that you could play with this game. Because you could play on basic, and quite frankly, if you play 10 games on basic, you're probably going to go 9-1. Truthfully, as long as you sort of got a little bit of a strategy down, you're probably going to go 9-1. And that's why the genius of Draft Duel is you can have some more advanced options. So I'm going to pause real quick and come back and show you a few of the different advanced options you can play. All right, now let's check out some of the advanced options. So the advanced option plays exactly like the standard game with a couple of exceptions. First, you have to figure out what game mode you're playing on. So there's steel, bronze, gold, silver, or platinum. And how it works is, depending on the mode you play in, the AI is going to get bonus points every time a particular card is played. So for example, let's start off with bronze, because it's easy to remember. Every time a bronze player gets played, that is 3 bonus points added to our opponent's score. Just automatically, whether it's in my hand or their hand. At least that's how I played. I know some people played a little bit differently, but it sort of, in my opinion, makes the game a little bit more intriguing when it's also in your hand, as well as the free agent. It makes it kind of fun. So, just like we normally do, deal yourself 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Yep, I did. Okay. See what we got here. So we got Eckler, Pittman, Andrews, Pollard, McPherson, Ferguson, and Bijan Robinson. Figure out who we want to keep here. I'll keep Robinson. I'll keep Eckler. Don't have a quarterback. I'll keep Pittman, even though he's a bronze player, because I need a wide receiver. I need a tight end, so I'll keep Andrews. And I'm going to keep Pollard because he gets a bonus touchdown every time another, if played immediately after another running back. All right, so that means McPherson and Ferguson are going to my discards. This is my hand. And let's get our score sheet set up here. I hope you guys can see the score sheet. But Marco versus AI Bronze. All right. Our first free agent is Aaron Jones. And he's a steady running back. He's a steady running back. So I am going to play Austin Eckler. And I'm going to get a touchdown. Because he gets a touchdown and played immediately after a steady running back. So that is 6 points. I'm going to go for 2. And I'll miss it. So it's only 6 for me. Remember, you only get 2 points. You only miss 2 points if it's steal, and Moody was steal. All right, AI plays Williams. If 3 or more LA players score 2 touchdowns, there are no LA players. I know this is technically the LA Chargers, but in this game they are the San Diego team. So the AI gets nothing, 0 points. And our new free agent is Mahomes. And our new player is Jalen Hurts. All right. So, if I play Pollard, I score a touchdown and a bonus touchdown if immediately played after another running back. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. But now I may not get that 6th turn because I sort of tapped out my running back position. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get 2 touchdowns. Go for 2 twice. And I'll only get 1 of them, so that is 14 points. So we are now leading 20-0. Still no bronze players yet. Keenan Allen, so if 3 or more silver players score a touchdown. Well, there's 1, 2, nope. So that's another big fat 0 for the AI. We are still up 20-0. New free agent is Maher, so they'll get 3, so they're on the board. New player for us is Jamar Chase. And his ability is If 3 or more gold players score 2 touchdowns. Well, he's 1, he's 2. That doesn't work. If 2 or more gold, it's 1 touchdown. So I could play him. Jalen Hurts score touchdown for each wide receiver of a different. Well, there's only 1 wide receiver, so that's no good. Bijan score touchdown for each explosive running back. Well, I could get 2 touchdowns with Bijan, but then I would not be able to get my bonus play because I would not have enough room to play a wide receiver, tight end, and quarterback. So it's advantageous for me to not play another running back. So I'm going to put him aside. So it's down to Andrews and Pittman. 3 or more bronze players score a touchdown. Well, he's 1. That's no. And I would give them a 3 point. So that's not good. So my only play is Andrews, really. So I will get my touchdown. Score a bonus touchdown if played immediately after another tight end. There's no other tight end out here. So he will just get a touchdown. I will go for 2. I will miss it again. So it is 26-0. Remember, they will get 3 here with Maher. So they will play Richardson, who is a silver player. Flip a card, if explosive, 2 touchdowns. It is not. That's another 0. Actually, it's 3 with the kicker. So it is 26-3, and the AI is in trouble here. No bronze players yet. Wow. All right. St. Brown's a new free agent. I picked up Butker. And again, I should not play a running back here. And, all right, score touchdown for a wide receiver each production level. So we've got 2 steady wide receivers. So that would only be 1 touchdown if we played Jalen Hurts. If we played Pittman, if 3 or more bronze players, well, there aren't any bronze players, so that does us no good besides himself. And Chase's, if 3 or more gold players score 2 touchdowns. Well, he's gold, he's gold, he's gold. We're going to do that. So that is 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, I'll go for 2 twice. And I'll only get 1. So that is, again, 14 points. So it is 40-3 we are leading. We are killing them here. There's our first bronze player. It is Zach Ertz. Score a touchdown any Sunday game. This is a Sunday game, so that is 7 plus 3. That is a 10-point play. So it is 40-13 now heading into the Monday night game. New free agent is Devontae Smith. New player for us is Darren Waller. I have to play a quarterback here if I want the 6th play, and our only quarterback is Jalen Hurts. So, score a touchdown for each wide receiver of a different production value. Well, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3 receivers out here, and they are all steady. So that's only 1 touchdown. And just for the heck of it, I'll go for 3. So I'll get 3 points if I turn over a gold or platinum card. It is nothing. So that is just 6 more points for me. It is now 46-13, and now they will make their last play. And, oh, look, they have everybody. So they're going to get their 6th play no matter what. And they pull Stephon Diggs, so flip a card if it's explosive, 2 touchdowns. It is. So they get their 2 touchdowns, so it will now be 14 plus 13 is 27. It'll be 46-27. And we have both earned the 6th play, the 6th round. So, new free agent's McCaffrey. New player for me is Justin Tucker. I like playing kickers at the end because you could, like, for example, Tucker is score a field goal for every wide receiver. So that would be 3, 6, 9 points, plus 3 more for every Baltimore player. So he's won himself. That's 12, and that's Andrews. This is a 15-point play if I play Tucker. That's pretty good. Waller's no good. Butker, field goal for every silver player. So that's 3, 6, 9. That's only 9 points there. That's no good. Touchdown for each explosive running back. Okay, well, there's 1 touchdown. He's 2 touchdowns. He's 3 touchdowns. This is the play. This is the play. All right, so I'm going to go with Bijan, and I'm going to get 3 touchdowns. And I'm going to go for 2 all 3 times. Oh, I dropped a card. I'll pick it up after. And that's 1. That's 2. So, we get 18, 19, 20. We get 22 points. So we will finish with 68 points. A really good round for us. But they still have to go, and I think we have won the game no matter what. Olave score touchdown, and that's all they're going to get is just 1 touchdown. So it's final score 68-34. We have doubled them up. So we beat up on the bronze team. And now we are going to finish out today with a game that I have yet to win, and that is against the Platinum team. So when you play the Platinum team, they are going to get 3 touchdowns every time a Platinum player is played. And I'm gonna, at the risk of bad TV here, I'm gonna pick up. There we go. Pick up our missing card so we don't, so we're not short stacked here. All right, and I'm just looking at my clock. That took 10 minutes. That game took 10 minutes, and that's with me yapping this whole time. So it is a pretty fast-playing game. You know, there's a lot of hands that you can, you know, in an hour, you could play, you know, 20, 30 hands at least. Okay, Platinum game. Every time a Platinum player is played, the AI will get 3 touchdowns. And again, I have yet to win this game. I got, it's actually a funny story. I had recorded a game against the Platinum team, and it came down to the final flip, and I lost. And I was, you know, it would have made a great YouTube video, except I turned the camera around, and I realized I wasn't recording. It's the worst feeling in the world. One of the worst feelings in the world. It sucks. All right, so let's see our hand. Olave, Richardson, Smith, McCaffrey, Hawkinson, Chase, and Hurts, and oh boy. So normally I would absolutely love this hand, but here's the problem. I have 3 players that are Platinum players. Well, that does me no good because every time I play them, that's three touchdowns for the other team. So I'm gonna throw out. I'm going to throw out Hurts and Hawkinson. I'll hang on to McCaffrey because maybe I can get something for him. And there you go. That's my hand. So I'll flip our free agent. It is Meyer, so they will open with a 3-0 lead. And Marco versus Platinum. And my first play is we'll just play Olave and get a free touchdown. We will go for 2. We will get it. So it is 8-3 us. The AI goes. They pull Musgrave. Score for the best running back. There's no running back. That's 0. So they have 3 only. So it remains 8-3 us. New free agent is Brown. New player for us is Tua. If no explosive players, no, we now have an explosive player. I don't want to play McCaffrey, even though this would get us 2 touchdowns, but they would give them a touchdown. You know, there is no better time to play McCaffrey than right now, so let's do it. So, that will be a 2-touchdown play because it is score a touchdown at both a bronze and a silver. Well, there's bronze, there's silver, and a bonus if there's a steal. And I'm going to go for 2 twice, and I'm going to get it twice. That was a 16-point play for us. So we have now opened up a 24-3 lead, but remember, they're going to get 3 touchdowns by playing that card. But I'm glad it's out of the way, and they will draw Keenan Allen. So staying away from the Platinum players so far, I'm okay with that. If 3 or more silver players score a touchdown, where there's 1, there's 2, nope. So they will just be stuck with the 3 touchdowns. And guess what? We are tied at 24. So overall, good play for us. New free agent, it's Cook. New player for us is Pittman. And boy, we don't have any tight ends. So we're going to have to pick one up in the pile there. Otherwise, we're not going to get our 6th play. So I guess we could play whatever we want right now. If 3 or more gold players score 2 touchdowns, there is not. There's not even 2 gold players, so Chase doesn't do us any good. If 3 steel players, no, that doesn't do us any good. Richardson, sort of a Hail Mary play. Flip a card if it's explosive, 2 touchdowns. Not sure I like that, but I'll hang on to that. No explosive players score 2 touchdowns. Otherwise, if there's more steady than explosive, there's 1, 2 steady, 1 explosive. This would get us at least 1 touchdown. And if 3 or more bronze player, no, that doesn't do us any good either. All right, so these are only 2 plays, Tua or Richardson. So do I want to go for broke and try and get 2 touchdowns, or do I want to take a guaranteed touchdown? Let's go for it. We're playing the AI here, so we need as much as we can get. So if this player is explosive, we get 2 touchdowns. He is. Let's go. Let's go. That's 2 touchdowns. That's 12 points. We'll go for 2 twice. We'll get one of them. So that was a 14-point play. So it is now a 38-24 lead for us. And it's the AI's turn. They will draw Kenny Walker. Score a touchdown. In addition, change the ability level. No, that doesn't matter. So they'll just get 1 touchdown. So it's 38-21 us. I'm just checking the camera. We're good. All right, new free agent. It's Sam Laporta. New player for us is Darren Waller. There's our tight end. All right, we are in really good shape. So we could play him now, which would just get us a field goal, but we'll have the 6th play. 3 gold players, that doesn't help. 3 steel players, that doesn't help. 3 bronze players, that doesn't help. Or we get the free touchdown with Tua. Now, let's play Waller. And do I want to go for broke again? Or just, no, we'll take the 3 points. So it's 41-31 us. AI's turn. They don't play kickers, so Justin Tucker, they'll get 3 points. Another kicker, that's 3 more points, so 6 for them. And, oh, the gut punch. Tyreek Hill, 3 touchdowns, plus if 2 or more Miami players, which they don't have, so they'll just get a field goal. So that's, oh boy, so that's 21, plus 3 is 24, plus 6, that was a 30-point play. So just like that, you think you got a little breathing room, and they have opened up a 61-41 lead heading into the Monday night game. All right, free agent, it's Puka Nacua. And we have pulled Derrick Henry. All right, so we have played everybody, so we could play whatever we want. We are going to get our post-game presser. So, this is a tough one because they have one more play. And if they draw a quarterback, they will also get the post-game presser. And we are down by 20 points. So we need 3 touchdowns either right now or, within the next 2 plays. So if 3, okay, so let's see this one. No, there's not enough steel. Oh, wait, maybe there is. Hold on. If 3 steel players at different positions score 2 touchdowns, well, he would be 1. No, he's also a wide receiver, so that's not going to work. If 3 or more bronze players score a touchdown and a bonus touchdown for a steady quarterback, so Pittman doesn't work. 3 or more gold players score 2 touchdowns. Well, here's 1, 2. That doesn't work. Or I could take a free touchdown there, and then I would need 2 on the last play. And Tua doesn't work for 2 touchdowns either. Oh, Oh my gosh, I'm in a bind. All right, well, I guess I'll play Jamar Chase and take my touchdown, but I need to get frisky here. I'm gonna go for 3, so I need a gold or platinum. I won't get it, so that's only 6 points. Oh, brutal. All right, well, at least we have the post-game presser, but let's see what happens here. If they draw a quarterback, they will also get it. They don't get it, and it's not a platinum player. Okay, so score a field goal. So they have 64, we have 47. Boy, all right. And the final free agent is Zach Ertz, and our final player is Stephon Diggs. And I think he might be our best play. Flip a card, if explosive, 2 touchdowns. How much are we down by? 64 to 47. Wow. I don't think we could win. So what are we down? 14. We're down 17. We could win. We could win. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip a card, and if it's explosive, I get 2 touchdowns. Is there any other card here? Wait, if 3 steal players score 2 touchdowns, do we have 3? No, we don't. Man. Okay, this is it. So he needs an explosive card to get 2 touchdowns. He's not going to get it. So the post-game presser comes up short for us. We will get nothing. So the final score, 64 to 47, we fall to the platinum team. And that, my friends, is, oh boy, some of the advanced, I'm just checking the camera here. I think we're okay. That is the advanced game in a nutshell. You also have the expansion pack, which I do not have the printed copy of the expansion pack. I have the PDF, which, as I think I showed you this earlier, all I did for the PDF was take the, print it out, cut it out, put it on a couple decks of cards that you don't like anymore, you don't use anymore, and put it in a sleeve, and there you go. It works really well. So this is what you get in addition to, I believe it's 35 more players. You also get team cards. Now, how you play the team cards, I'm just going to take 3 random ones here. So Seattle, Atlanta, San Francisco. Can you see that without the glare? No, there's too much of a glare, so I'm going to take these out. So Seattle, San Fran, and Atlanta. So there's a couple different ways you could do this. You could do a quick play. So how you do that is, let's say Atlanta's playing San Francisco. Let's do a super quick crude shuffle. You flip it 1 player for each. So Waddle versus Myers. So Atlanta, Waddle is bronze and steady. So steady players get 7. Bronze get 45. So that's 52 points for Atlanta. Steel gets 54. Uncertain gets nothing. So they would win. San Francisco would win 54 to 52. End of the game. That's it. Now let's say San Francisco plays Seattle. It would be Brown versus Gay. Brown is bronze, so that's 50 plus explosive is 14. That's 64 points for Seattle. Steel is 54. Uncertain is nothing, so Seattle would win that game 64-54. And I've seen people do entire schedules, all 32 teams that way. I've seen little leagues, right? So you could pick up 5 teams here and put yourself in a league, play the games against each other, and then you play the teams. And then really fast, let me show you what it looks like playing a team. So let's say we're playing Seattle. Let's say we're playing Seattle. It works exactly how the standard game works. And again, I'm just doing this really crude. So let's say, these are my 5 players down here. And let's say this is our free agent. And I'm going to play Cook. Okay. So how this works is score a bonus touchdown every time a silver player is played. All right, so no silver, so now it's the AI's turn. Oh, it's Ingram, nothing there. Hill, all right. And you would play like you normally... Oh, I played Laporta. That's a bonus touchdown for Seattle. And you would play exactly how we play the advanced mode, except every time a silver player comes up, Seattle gets a bonus touchdown. Now, it could be different. You could be playing Atlanta, which plays a second card in the Monday night game. So in that case, you play a normal game until you get to the Monday night game. Atlanta gets to play 2 cards. Or we're playing San Francisco, and it says score a bonus touchdown every time a steady player is played. And every one of these cards is something different. So like Buffalo, score 3 bonus touchdowns every time a platinum player is played. Pittsburgh, score 2 touchdowns when a free agent explosive player is played. So every team has its own little ability. Really cool, really different. Again, allows you to play like a full season if you wanted to. You could play like a mini season, take 5 teams, you're the 6th team, play a little schedule, see what happens. Very, very, very cool. So that, my friends, is Draft Duel Football. Super fun game. And again, I mean, I'm just going to do this as I talk. This might be the best part of the game. Comes with this, if you get the printed version, comes with this little box. Folds up nice and tight. Throw it in. Close it up. Put the sleeve on it. Boom. Throw it in a backpack and you're done. Very versatile game. You could play solitaire. You could play with your friends. You could play 4 people, 2 people, 3 people. I don't know what the limit is. You might be able to go up to 6. I'm not sure about that, though. I'll have to double check with the rules. But that, my friends, is Draft Day Football. Super fun game. Highly recommended. Unfortunately, I think the printed version is still sold out right now on Plaay Games. But either way, I'll put the links down below. When they do become available, you can get yourself a copy. Or you could always go with the PDF version. You can get it printed out. It's $9, I believe, or it was $9 for the holiday sale. I'm not sure what it is now. Either way, it's worth it. Super, super, super fun. And this is what it looks like with the expansion pack, too. So lots and lots and lots of players. Tom Brady's in the expansion pack. Trevor Lawrence. Kyler Murray. A bunch of cool stuff in there. But yeah, that is Draft Duel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will probably get this back on the channel relatively soon, just playing little solitaire games. Maybe if someone's up to it, I'll get some of you on Skype. We could do like a one-on-one style if you're into that. Very, very fun game. Good party game, too. Like I said, just you and your family. With Christmas coming up, it's great sitting around the Christmas table. And you got a family full of football fans or even card game fans. You don't even have to be football fans. And you will love this game. So that was Draft Duel Football. Again, links for everything down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.